Okay, we're back. Part 2 of Superior Liability Episode 2. We're fighting the worst. Okay, no, we're not fighting the worst zombie because there's also special infected. Those are horrible zombies. These are
Mm-hmm.
still really bad.
You
Can you have a
still
vector
eat your
special infected? Because that sounds like the absolute worst.
There's ones called Evervex, which are like take vectors and give them all the steroids in the tri-state area.
Okay, yeah, look.
They literally look like tanks from Left 4 Dead.
Zombzilla.
Lovely.
Nice.
Why?
Okay. We should roll for our initiative, I suppose.
Yes,
Which
How
is
do we
just
do that again?
roll 1d10 plus speed.
Okay.
I believe it is D10 plus speed. Combat notes, here it is. Why are they so small?
I think
Oh, that's
what
right. I
it was
made a
before.
macro. Yay.
Right.
9.
And I was going to paste the macro. Oh, you got the macro too. Good.
No, I did not. 11.
Okay, I will paste the macro text in Discord, but I got a 5.
Okay. Oh wait, is this not shown to you guys? It's not. Okay, here. I'll do that. That's the combat
Ooh.
round. Yeah, so one for every market force. Okay, so let's see. Mad Jack got a 9. C4 got an 11. Rain got a 3. Pastel got a 5, and then I have to roll plus 2. Ooh. Oh, oops. Pastel got a 5. Wait. Okay. Sorry, I put yours in where the vector was. There we go.
Just as a note, if you copy and paste the macro Spencer sent, it's going to give you Pastel's.
Yeah, change the name Pastel to your character's full character sheet title name.
I think we all just have single
Well,
words.
no.
Yeah.
Though, where... Oh. Never mind, I just found it.
Okay.
Success.
Okay. So C4, you go first.
All right.
So, as we were discussing there, I was hoping to spend this turn frantically, hiding the net and making it so that it can just basically be pulled and used to restrain the zombie where it is. Not necessarily in melee.
Okay. I think this is a task because I don't think you're setting up this trap in 5 seconds, right?
What? Drop the net, pat it down a little bit, and make sure you have the rope that needs to be yanked.
I think this will take at least, I want to say 2 or 3 turns to do.
That
Brutal.
changes the math.
2 or 3 is important as a distinction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What do you think it would
2
be?
is...
I'm gonna go. I think it's gonna be 3.
Okay. Marissa, if you want to go full offense, you can do 2.
I mean, the other
tactics
way
in
to
one
get rid
turn.
of that time is to melee it, because then it's a matter of throw the net. But that also is the risk of
That's
melee
the risk of
with
the
a
TPK,
vector.
because if you turn, then you attack us too, and then it just starts,
Yeah.
I think because for tasks are different than tactics and twitches, right? So it's just I say how many rounds it'll take uninterrupted on your end, or the number of successful skill checks. I think this will just take 3 rounds uninterrupted to set up
Or
the trap.
were you successful
Worries me a
skill
little bit
checks?
that if it does happen, does that mean it is going to fall into said trap, or is it we set up a trap? It hasn't shown up or wandered anywhere near there, so that was 3 rounds wasted.
I don't know. This is a tough distinction because, again, it on that net it doesn't say how it gets out, right?
Where's the wording for task? Because I think that's the operative question.
Yeah, I might
Here.
just ask, like, you could ask for a roll from C4 every round in place of the net. The net defense roll, basically.
Yeah. So any rolls are going to be to avoid distractions.
Doesn't sound like there even is a role in this.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I mean. Like, if there are already rolls, it would be, oh, something happened next to you, roll self-control to stay on your task, or whatever. And it feels like it just happens, because all of their examples are stuff that could have rolls, but are being tasked instead.
The one of the big troubles is the fact that it can easily reach me in 3 rounds.
I mean, then after you net them, put them in the net, then we could worry about how does he break out of net.
Yeah.
But it seems like the task gets him in the net if succeeded 3 uninterrupted turns.
Okay.
Does that make sense? That's my reading of this task rule.
Well, it's not even necessarily succeed at 3 interrupted turns. It's have 3 uninterrupted turns.
Well,
So
I was assuming the challenge would be trying to get them uninterrupted. Like, as the group, the challenge is to keep them off you for 3 turns.
Yeah, I think the task for the rest of the group is distract the vector away from the trap being set up. And then we just pull them over the trap.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that is assumed to happen at the end of the 3rd uninterrupted turn.
From my reading of task, that's what it seems.
With rest of group, are we still good with the suicide mission?
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best plan we have.
Okay.
We don't want to, like, punch
turn
them out or anything.
Is spent uninterruptedly setting up a net.
All right. I'm gonna say that because we want to keep it in shambles, but I'll do 1d6 plus 4 for how many shambles it is away from the group itself, right? Because it's all right. It's 6 shambles away.
It's a clock.
Oh yeah, we could do clocks.
And, like, full clock means the vector gets to the net setup. Empty clock, he's far away. 6 segments on the clock.
Okay.
Are we supposed to be seeing anything aside from the red market's back screen?
No, because I don't have a setup. So
Beautiful clock it is.
So 6 o'clock. For it gets in the net. Is that what we're going with?
6 o'clock as in it's 6 shambles
distance,
away.
I
The net
think.
clock
Yeah,
is
it's a distance
Okay.
clock.
the net clock is a 3 clock, and we just succeeded, or did we auto?
Yeah, we just ticked one.
The first tick.
Yeah.
So it will technically, with not being distracted, get to the net at the same time the net is done. Good.
And then we'll say net. So this technically, because it's 3 turns, so we'll choose boop boop. Fills in 2, and then the vector on its turn will start running, and on its turn we'll get boop boop. Okay. Jack.
Well, I'm gonna start plinking away at the piece of shit. How does this rifle work again?
You could also do a called shot, but then I think called shots you can't like spend extra on. But
Right now, because it doesn't matter where we really hit it.
Yeah, we're just trying to
slow it
hit
down.
it in the same place, but because it hasn't been hit at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Whatever
right.
this first shot is.
And I can spend charges after the fact to up the damage. All right. Go. Success.
Ooh. Okay. That is 8 damage to hit location 6.
Yeah, what is hit location 6?
I will get it momentarily. GM screen, there it is. Hit location 6 is the left arm.
Then I will spend 2 more charges and make it 10 and render its left arm or its arm useless.
Nice.
Does
Okay.
that mean it's now bleeding out? Because it's 10 boxes of hit damage, which normally
Do
would cause us
vectors
to
bleed
bleed out.
out? It says they are tough.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's actually a 9.
Oh,
The No, wait a minute. That's the hunting rifle. Sorry, looking at the wrong rifle.
Mhm.
Sorry, my hunting rifle gives a +1 to shoot.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
So it is an 8. Okay.
So it's 8
it was
or
the same as what
9.
we said before. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
it's
use
10
charges
total.
to
It's
get it
just
up
how
to
many
10.
charges I had to spend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if vectors care about bleeding out, do they? We'll
How on
see.
I'd
earth do we
assume
put this
not
thing
if
It's
they're.
down?
it's probably a question of does management care if they're bleeding out?
Yeah.
Because I think that's what changed it between full-time, part-time, and management.
Also follows the same wounding rules. Okay, what's bleeding out? 1d10 kill damage per round to a location of their choice. Okay.
Okay, so to fully kill management or us, we would have to get kill damage on every part of our bodies.
No, it's
Head or body.
yeah, head or body.
Okay. So for them, the bleeding out just makes it bleed damage per turn.
Yeah. Okay. So that was Jack. Pastel.
Well, so far so good when it comes to our plan. I don't want to slow the zombie down too much because then it won't run into the net. As things are now, it will run into the net right.
We don't need to worry about the zombie not running into the net.
Yeah, it'll run into the net right after you place it at this rate.
I'm saying even if we fill the placement, it succeeds the task.
Therefore, it will get into the net then. The
Yeah.
question is,
Yeah.
Can we
will
set
I...
it up first?
You know what? I think I would be best served helping to set up the net if I can also spend my turn to fill that clock. Set it up faster. Is that possible?
That's interesting.
I think based on the things that it
No, it's
lists.
combat rounds. The quote we get for it is in combat rounds, and that's
So
the
it's not
whole
person
that's the whole circuit, not like
Mhm.
one person's turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
Yeah,
can't
'cause-
speed it up anymore.
Yeah. Because it says like picking a lock, hot wiring a car, right? I feel like those things. If you have 2 people in a lock, you're not going any faster.
Okay.
Maybe check out if there's going to be any other complications, such as other vectors coming from the cars or casualties around. Like,
I
do
think we
an
would have seen
awareness
them by
roll?
now if there were. We haven't done anything loud, and I don't want to fire my pistol.
Yeah.
I think. I don't think there's anything that I can do.
Were you going to send the Dronky in to
Well, I don't need
meet it
to.
halfway?
I don't need to delay it if it'll hit the net after the net's already ready.
Fair.
So it's only if any of us actually run forward into it.
So I think I'm gonna just use. I'm just gonna move. I think.
So I think based on because it's uninterrupted combat round, so I think technically that clock doesn't fill until it
The
would
end of the
go
round.
back to C4's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, then I do
Right.
need to delay
Beginning
it.
of the fourth round.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna pilot my drone forward a bit to get in front of us, basically. Be the first thing closest to the vector.
Tripping hazard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not small. It's like up to like my chest height, I think. When it's unfolded, when it's like activated.
Because I think isn't there a upgrade to attract casualties for your drone?
It can broadcast sound. It doesn't mention casualties at all. It just says it can broadcast
Different
sound.
drone.
Yeah, the drone key just says as a PA system. The flying drone can maybe attract zombies.
Okay. I'll say give me a drone piloting check, and then that would trip it up, so it only moves one.
Okay, I'm spending 2 more charges. Ooh, I'm going to spend a will on that.
Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily go to attack your drone because it's not
Yeah.
a body, right? So you just pilot your drone to trip it up.
Yeah.
And then that'll be reflected when it goes. Okay. Rain.
I would like to pedal the cart away from the site of the vector to protect our precious snake venom.
Okay, you can pedal away if you would like to not be in this combat.
Someone's got to make a profit here.
Okay, all right.
Dagon's not going to summon himself.
Okay, so do you want to be removed from the turn order?
No.
Okay, so you just start pedaling away.
It's heavy. We've already established I'm
Yeah.
pedaling a heavy cart.
One speed away, one shamble away.
I believe I move in shambles as well with the cart, so
We all do. So
So you are further away than everyone else.
one
All right.
shamble further, assuming your speed is.
Yep, that's it.
So,
One shamble
Ray-
further away.
Rand knows he doesn't have to outrun the bear.
Yeah.
C4, you continue to set up the net, I presume.
Yes, if we're not re-rolling things, but I'm still continuing to set up the net.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to reroll initiative.
I think.
Oh.
When does bleed happen? Because he was damaged in that round. Does he take the bleed in that round or the next round?
Let's see here. Bleeding out per round, it says.
So
I think
I'd probably do
it'd
that
be
at
this
start
round.
of the round.
Yeah, end of round.
Or end of round, either way, yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite the same thing in this
Well, how
case.
about in between rounds?
In between
Call
rounds.
it in between rounds bleed.
Either the start or the end.
So he does have one round of bleed.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
a very bad
Nice.
bleed.
Whatever.
Curtis, you want it.
Yeah.
His other arm also falls off at the same time, or one of his legs.
No, it goes from the body. So bleed affects the body.
Oh, I thought you could choose. Okay.
Oh wait.
It did say a location of their choice.
Would it 10 on the body put you down?
No, the body is more hit
The
points
body's
than
20.
every other limb. Everything except the body is 10.
But if he picked something else, would that mean 2 bleeding per turn?
No, it would.
That would take out another.
Yes.
I don't know if you can double
I
bleed.
think I would just do it to the chest, just because I already said chest.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine. That's where he can absorb it and not be worse off.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
Okay. Do we want to re-roll? That was a tentative rule. How are we feeling about re-rolling initiative?
I feel like combat's long enough.
Yeah.
Without having to re-roll.
Okay.
Okay, so the vector is going to get 1 closer because the drone tripped it up.
And the net had a turn.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing it when you have 1 round of uninterrupted, so that was the first one. I just did it early.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
We're working on the second one.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Jack.
Let's see if we can do more damage.
This might kill it.
Roll. That's a success.
That's a 6 like before, but the arm has already taken damage. Does that mean it goes to the body?
Yeah, where do you default damage?
Because if it defaults to the body, I think we just killed it.
Maybe.
Let me
With
see.
very lucky rolls.
I don't think it does, though. Just be...
Because it's a vector?
No, I mean, you've already shot the arm to where it's bleeding. Right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it
Oh, if
in
that
the
negates
book.
damage, that's...
Combat 272. I don't know how many people can reading help it.
Yeah.
I think Twitch. Yes.
There's that stuff.
Initiative.
Here we go.
Characters should not take the penalties for injuries until after the initiative order in which they are sustained. So, yes, in between.
Okay.
Penalties are assessed according to the hit locations table.
That's healing. Yeah, Gimming didn't find anything.
It's like a horrendous oversight for a
Yeah.
combat system that's all about hitboxes.
In specific locations.
Yep. What if it does not compute?
All
Also,
all I
because
see is when a location is filled entirely with killing, the consequences get more severe. Right there.
Mhm.
Locations and damage.
is it bleeding 2 now?
No, I don't think so.
Stun or kill damage inflicted to a location already filled with stun damage becomes kill damage. When a location is filled entirely with kill damage, the consequences get more severe. That's the only thing it says.
Yeah, and then it
Yeah.
skips to bleeding out.
Yeah.
If an extremity is killed or bleeding out, they take 1d10 kill damage per round. They choose a location where it comes from.
We're
I
going with
think
consequences get more severe. Do we just want to go it moves slower again? I
I
guess.
think what you can do
Well, I think the
is
surveyor is talking about the bleeding out. It's just saying like,
it is talking about the bleeding out, yeah.
but it doesn't say what happens if you hit it again. At all.
I think
Well, it's saying if you. Oh.
I think because this is brutal, I don't think you like damage it more, but you can use will to change hit locations, I think. Where's will? Because I think you can use that. You can use will to like change a hit location that you hit.
Okay.
197. In combat, shift damage onto a piece of gear or different hit location. So yeah, you can spend a will to shift that to the body if you want.
It's 12 damage. I'll shift it to the head and he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That bypasses that problem that we're gonna have to figure out. And
Yeah, that's... I don't know that I like that because, okay, successful roll, and you do nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, well,
well,
the more
or you have
damage
to
you
spend
do
a
to a
resource.
person, the harder it is to do damage to them. Feels odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be the other way around.
Okay.
Or the more
So
damage you do to someone, the odder it is. Also, they include a bust rule where they just rewrite the number list for where you hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The random locations thing, yeah.
Okay, so kill the vector.
I think it's because more
That's not
it
even.
basically intentionally rewrites the number so more of it goes to the body
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
it being
But that seems
more.
easier, not harder. The body is where things will kill, and it sounds like bleeding out is
Only if it doesn't
not
apply
that
to you too. I
helpful,
guess.
actually.
I think
Reading
it's
through it,
assuming...
it looks like they got some playtest feedback that a lot of shots were going to the legs and people were getting frustrated.
Yeah. The
And this
actual
was
play
their
I
fix.
watched, they were constantly shooting people's legs off.
Yeah.
Because that's the most average dice roll on a d10.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a 40% chance, it looks like, versus a leg, if I'm looking at the table here, of you hitting a leg. 20% chance of an arm.
As opposed to center of mass.
Yeah, torso should be bigger. Oh well.
Torso is
Or it
bigger.
should count in a circle
Torso's
as
3.
opposed to being assigned numbers. You
Torso
start at
is
the
bigger
head.
than one leg. It's not bigger than both legs.
I mean,
Sure.
honestly, the easy fix is sillier. You start at the head and you count clockwise in a circle. If it's full, you skip it. That way you always hit something.
Either way,
Oh, it's interesting to
Yeah.
see the kill effect
let's.
there. That's useful.
We
Bleeding
killed
out
the
pain,
vector.
Yes, it is dead.
Okay, yes. Vector dead. Let's loot the place and move on.
Okay.
Now it's a vector. We have to like burn the body immediately or some stupid shit. It's still infectious, isn't it, or something?
You shot it in the head, so it's not gonna like come back as a normal casualty.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Right.
I will stop setting up the trap.
Yep. Assault rifles
okay,
are great.
So you guys killed it.
Silenced assault rifle.
The rest of the caravan has entered the Topor stage, so they're just normal casualties, but
Oh, so
they
there's
could be.
dead bodies everywhere?
Yeah.
No,
They're
they're
just starting to get up?
casualties. They're
No, it says
Oh.
they're entering the Topor stage and can easily be decapitated with a machete. And
Right.
you look,
I forgot
What
about
if you
one
that.
in
don't
the
have
back of
machete?
there's one in the back of
Oh,
the
provided,
experimentation
okay.
ambulance. Provided machete.
Okay.
provided
So we
machete,
go do
we
some
decapitate
gruesome
them.
butchery.
I'll just have everyone make a self-control check as you enter the vehicle.
I think
the
Rain
ambulance.
volunteers.
Oh, I'm
Rain.
volunteering
ambulance.
to cut off all the heads and offer
All right.
their
Just
souls
remember
to
they're
Dagon.
infectious, so don't.
Make
anything.
a self-control check, please.
Can I make a cult check? I know how to end
No.
someone.
Self-control.
Why can't I ever use my cult skill?
because you're using your cult skill to try and lead people. The cult skill is.
Yes, lead. That's what you do.
But
with
there's
a cult.
leadership.
Technically, you should have had cult leader as a profession instead of cultist. A cultist follows. A cult leader leads.
My profession's cult in all caps is really what it is.
Then deceive? I don't know.
I guess
As an
cults feels to me
organization,
kind of like
what does a
set
cult
up
do?
A ritual. I'd
It'd be
almost say
like-
that if
I
there was
tried
a task,
trying
it'd go
rituals,
faster.
but no. I'm not
Exploit your
magic,
own followers?
apparently.
You're running into the problem of you're trying to play a Lovecraftian cult in a world that doesn't have the mythos.
Yeah. So we all make self-control checks in general, and also Rain makes another one?
No.
Or?
Yeah. If
Rain
Rain's getting the
volunteers, so
machete,
Okay.
then Rain makes a self-control check.
Okay. What was this
Okay.
about? I didn't get the stakes.
Take one in trauma, as upon entering the vehicle, blood and viscera are splattered everywhere.
I crack.
Oh. On trauma?
Yes.
Do you have
already
and want to spend a will to undo that?
What happens? I don't have context.
So on a crack, let me actually go to your sheet. So just so I'm making sure. Okay. So you either fight, flight, or freeze.
Violently machete off all the heads.
Yeah, you
Oh,
just start yelling like,
screaming.
ah!
Well, I'll start screaming prayers to Dagon. That's the.
Okay. I think that would cause everyone else to make a self-control check.
There's
That seems
religious
reasonable.
fervor going on.
I will call this one detachment, because what the fuck is going on with Rain?
It's just Rain. He does that.
I mean,
Yeah, that's detachment.
Can we have a bonus for having lived with the crazy bastard for as long as
I don't think you know.
I'm gonna use a charge of my Ubex Specs to +2 to mine though.
That helps with
Oh, yeah, you have
self-control.
to-
Oh, cool.
You turn on your cyber goggles to get out of it.
Okay, I'm good.
You're
I think.
fine.
Yes, I'm good.
Do I have anything that will help?
Take
Nope.
one to take one to detachment. C4.
Okay.
Can
I
you
do not
can't
care.
go back from cracked, right?
You
No,
can't come
each
back from
threshold
crack.
you pass is not.
Is
able
it
to come back.
pass or fill?
Once you have
once
5.
you fill up.
Yep,
you-
you're no longer.
I
That
haven't
was
taken.
not that long.
I
That
haven't
was
taken
not
any
long.
humanity damage yet. My character does not care about anything that's happened so
So
far.
how
It's
are
just
you
like,
supposed to
it's
not
fine.
fill the meter before you get back to town? Because that's not a lot of rolls.
I think it
I
was the
think-
winter that
The winter was the most
The
brutal.
winter. Yeah.
was more brutal than normal.
Without winter survival gear, yeah.
Which we had no idea we were.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like a thing that's like
It's a freak.
Hey,
it's a freak snow.
it's a
is what
freak
it
weather
is,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird
Okay.
that it gave you trauma damage, and we
Yeah.
couldn't build a fire about it.
No, it was trauma. Like you could build the fire, but it was trauma of
Yeah, but the penalty for surviving the elements on your
Yeah.
own was the part that's weird.
hmm Okay, so now there's more blood and viscera splattered everywhere in the in the ambulance.
Lovely.
Um,
Great.
but yeah, you could tell a team was experimenting on / observing a latent dying and didn't kill them fast enough.
Oh. Hmm.
Uh, the vector, the takers killed outside was one of the latent's victims. The caravan has 5 bounty, a machete, and 3 haul of medical supplies worth. I'm just gonna roll a d10 for this.
'Kay.
4 bounty each.
And how many cars?
Oh, wow.
The cars are not on. They're out of gas.
All of them?
All of
I
you
bet-
rats. Go get
All
them.
of them.
So they just stopped and watched a latent in the middle of the road where their cars ran out of gas?
No, I think it's
That's
that
the
they
scenario you
stopped here.
told me.
Might have
They've
been
stopped
the
here
fuel rats took
and they've
their
been
gas.
on for so long that the gas.
Oh, they stopped
they
while
were
on.
they were using it as a generator and it ran out of gas.
Yeah. Okay, so you said it was the medical supplies I got,
Recall-
Uh
a machete,
huh.
3
And then just 5 bounty.
5 bounty in general of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, medical supplies are whole, but nothing else was. And well,
Put the
4
medical
per
supplies in my
bounty is
donkey.
good. We'll see if we get more.
Or we put it in the cart with
31
the
per haul.
hmm
Later.
snake venom.
It won't. Okay, we'll put 1 in the cart because we have
Yeah.
1 with the snake venom and then 2 in the donkey. We're still fine.
Glass jars full of snake venom, medical supplies,
Mhm.
save cart. Nothing can go wrong here.
Yep.
Which one's which? Okay, so I'm gonna say because there's vehicles here, you don't have to stay out in the biting cold, and
Yeah,
you
that
don't need
makes
to worry
sense.
about a fire. So you don't need to roll again, but just spend a ration, and then we'll get to the job site.
Good. The incurable trauma is
hmm
what? But how is anyone supposed to not fill a meter on like one trip? Because that's
I think it's just because there was 2 things of trauma.
no. My
Like,
point is, there's 3 rolls though. That's 3 rolls that filled it up.
yeah,
But on any leg, you could conceivably have 3 separate instances of needing to roll to avoid humanity damage.
but
No, this game is about us being mentally destroyed, basically.
it's also there's different levels of humanity
Regret.
damage, right? So sometimes most of the time they're 1, sometimes they're 2, sometimes they're 3, and sometimes they're 4. And then the ones that are higher up, I think the one starting at 3, if you succeed, you take 1 damage, and if you fail, you take 3, right? So it's like those are like
Even
for
more
really bad
so.
things, though. Yeah.
Well, let's
Um,
do the haunted station before we're out of time.
Right. Oh yeah, we have like an hour left.
But I hope we
We
don't get into 2 fights.
we here's the station.
I think I'll
Oh,
keep the
there's
machete.
more than one room?
Oh wait, no,
That's
you
high
use the machete to
expectations.
butcher everyone. You keep the machete. I don't want it.
Oh, I left it in the cart.
Oh, then I'll take it. I have
With the medical supplies.
Yeah, and the
Again.
snake venom.
Okay.
The most
you-
septic
Ooh,
place.
ooh. Or is this game too limiting to let me dip the machete in snake venom?
There are no rules for poison damage.
Then why give me snake venom?
It's the cell to make anti-venom.
Yeah,
There's no other use for snake venom?
Apparently not.
Not that I know of. It's weird. We'll talk after we're done.
okay. I'll put in that Rain has the
It's just like
Machete.
loose in the back of a cart.
looking at what it can be used for.
As
It's
we
not bad.
get into the station, I want to set up the net at the bottom of the stairs so that somebody coming up or down the stairs cannot wander into us unexpectedly.
Do you tell us that you're setting up the net?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I
Okay.
do not want
I don't
you
want
on-
another burning wheel situation.
I tape a jar of snake venom to the net, so when I run into the net, they get snake venomed.
There are
That's
no
funny.
snake venom rules.
Snake venom is not skin absorptive. Like,
Also-
it needs to be injected.
Yeah, with glass shards as they run
Actually,
into
yeah,
the
the
net.
net is bladed, I believe. The net is actually
is,
a bladed
yeah.
net.
Oh,
Oh, it's
okay. Well, then
it's
in
a
that case-
bladed net. Yeah, yes, yes. There's a jar of snake venom in the net. They will die.
Can we just, abstract that as, okay, X number more stun or kill damage?
We'll figure it out if it happens.
It's
Fair.
There-
1d10 roll.
So as far as I'm aware, there are no random encounter rules for when we're not moving. The random encounter rules, aka the legs, are just for, as far as I'm aware, when we are traveling.
Yeah, getting to the job site.
Yeah, there's no wandering monsters in the dungeon.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so you come upon this local TV studio station, and from the outside, it looks very calm and quiet, very spooky as the snow falls and we see a lightning strike in the background.
So who goes in first?
We don't have
I'd say.
time. In there we go.
In you go.
Yeah, we Scooby Doo our way in.
Perfect.
Mhm.
And set
I
up the
have
net by the
found
stairs.
poison rules, by the way, in the game on page 284.
It's the same as bleeding out. It's a d10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Mm, Someone give me a foresight roll.
I am specialized in that, relatively speaking.
Go ahead.
I barely succeed.
Okay. When you were coming in, the reason the studio's still on is because they have solar panels on the roof, right? And being that this is a studio, they also probably have security cameras. So you could try and find the security room to see A, where all the equipment is, B, why this place is so creepy, and C, to get a better understanding of the layout.
As long as we don't get Five Nights at Freddy's and we just are forced
Just
to watch.
typing the joke. I was just typing.
As you walk in the security room, hello.
Everything, yeah. So notes to myself: solar panels would be extremely valuable if we were able to properly transport those to sell to someone.
Though possibly not as much as this broadcast equipment.
Not as much, literally not as much as the broadcast equipment because you
Like,
guys
the
are entering
broadcast
the
is
market.
33 a unit.
That's correct.
Yeah.
No, the broadcast equipment is what we're here for. If we end up
If we
having
throw
spare
out the
hull,
snake venom,
maybe
Oh,
we
yeah,
take
yeah.
other stuff.
We're dumping the snake venom to make room for broadcast equipment if presented.
yeah.
Yeah, that is our
I'll
actually.
keep, like, a
That is our
jar.
the snake venom is our least valuable hull right now.
Mhm.
Anyways. Set
Okay.
up the net at stairs. What do we want to do next?
Yeah, let's find this security room.
Mhm.
Can I roll crime to find the security room?
Sure, I'll
That's-
let you roll criminality to see. Basically,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've robbed a few studios.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone that was going to publish
Yes.
the truth about the Dagon
Like you
cult had
do.
to be silenced.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So you lead the group to the security room, and as stated before, it's on because it's still playing over the air, and as you're all trying to figure out, like, okay, well, there's like you could see the equipment in the cameras, right? So there is, you can guess, 5 haul worth of equipment.
Of broadcast equipment?
Broadcast equipment.
Assorted broadcast equipment.
hmm
No.
And whoever has the best awareness, roll that for me, please.
2. Anyone
You can
else?
roll. I have 2 as well, but I just rolled for foresight, so you can roll.
Go for it.
And more than one of us? Okay.
Nope, it's just a 1.
Do you have will? Actually, I have a will. Do you have a spare will in case we need it?
I have 8 will.
Okay, we both have 1 will, so then you go ahead.
Combat people might need will later.
Ooh, you're right. I'll
Just
roll
pointing that out.
it. You're right. I'll roll it.
Okay,
Mhm.
roll away.
Do I have the most will? Everyone else has will.
You do. You have
Yeah,
3
you-
will.
I have 1.
I have 2.
I have 2. Again, I don't know if I can do this before I know the stakes, because this isn't so far anything bad.
I don't think for this you don't know what the stakes are before.
You know what? Let's go full horror movie. I will not spend will. We're walking into the scary building without,
We didn't
Okay.
notice.
and we don't notice the thing around the corner.
You don't notice the thing that you could have noticed with the awareness roll.
Don't tempt me.
Fucking cameraman every time. You ever notice it's always the cameraman hiding in the bushes?
Um, let's see here.
I'm just worried. Was the awareness roll more loot?
What?
What?
Was the awareness roll more loot, more camera equipment? Broadcasting.
I don't think we know
Mm.
yet.
No
After
idea.
we're done the session, we might learn.
So sad.
So, I'm just looking. Let's see here. Oh no, not again. Okay. So, so,
It's comforting.
Another
mhm.
vector?
Probably.
um,
See?
how stealthy are you all being? Because when you looked at the
Recently?
cameras,
By default, very.
Yeah,
Just
by
Yeah,
default,
by default,
very.
very.
We all have a stealth skill.
Yeah, we all.
Okay.
We all
Should
have
we
a
all roll
stealth
it?
skill.
everyone roll me a
It's
stealth.
33
Are
hull each, right? Or did we up that more?
you?
No, it's 33.
That is
Okay.
the up for.
I'm just writing it down.
Yes, 33 bounty per hull.
I'm gonna use some rations because there's nothing else to use them on here,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
that
we
seems
can-
like a good.
We can
Can we
use
use
rations for
rations for
stealth.
that?
Yeah,
Yep.
you can.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna do that.
I
Okay, sweet.
ate my stealthios this morning,
You stealthios.
Yep.
so I got a +1, pushing me into success territory.
Nice.
Mm.
And I definitely overate because I spent 3 rations on that and didn't need it.
3?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
You're
lots
sup-
of rations, and they refresh automatically.
And we
at the end
looted
of
some
the
more
mission.
rations.
Yeah, you're supposed to spend before, but you didn't know that, so that's fine. Yeah, so you get to let's say Studio 43, which is where 2 hall of the equipment is, right? And you guys gather that up, and you guys are very stealthy currently.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need, I think,
Awareness roll.
yeah. I'm gonna say everyone give me an awareness roll.
Success.
Success.
Okay.
Success.
Everyone who succeeded, going to need a self-control check, please. This is
Oh, good.
trauma.
I had to roll against 1.
Actually, yeah, hold on. I
Success.
think Reigns must have succeeded because he rolled the minimum number on his D10.
I don't.
Because you don't have the awareness stat. The awareness is a
Oh.
skill, right? So, and you have a 1 in your wisdom. Is that it under awareness? What is it? Adaptation? Yeah. Adaptability. So that should be a success. Because for
Ties go to the
if you
market, but that's literally
ties
impossible.
when you don't
This is
have a
like-
skill go to the player. I believe we discussed that.
Yeah, because it's
I
supposed
mean,
to be
but if
less than or equal
succeeding,
to.
if succeeding is trauma, let's just, I failed.
You can heal that trauma now that you've cracked. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'll take a trauma.
Okay.
Wait, is that what it is?
Oh, you
What
take a trauma?
What happens?
I-
You're 1 away
well,
from trauma?
No, I failed.
Oh, you mean crack. Sorry.
Control roll. No, I
Okay.
did not crack. I'm just taking 1 trauma.
What is
Um,
happening
No.
to those who succeeded their awareness?
So people who succeeded. Oh, I had the page and then I was trying to find something again. So if you. This is a level 3, I think.
Oh.
Is it 3 or 2? Nope, it's 3. Cool. Let's see here. Because I thought it was if you fail a level 3, it's 3 damage to that track, but if you succeed, it's just 1.
Oh, the reward for succeeding a roll is taking massive damage. What's the downside for failing? Why didn't we all want to fail that roll?
No. If you succeed, you only take 1 trauma. If you fail, you take 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like sanity checks in Call of Cthulhu. When you succeed, you can take 1 as a minimum, and if you fail, you take like a D6.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the thing
So-
that's interesting to me is Rain failed the first roll. Failed. So they're not rolling self-control at all. So they're getting a 0, technically.
Because Rain doesn't see it, which will mean it's gonna hit Rain first, probably.
Yeah.
It
Again,
oh,
it's
no.
another Cthulhu thing where you're blissfully unaware until bad things happen.
But also,
to you.
Rain actually succeeded, as we were discussing.
Unless Rain chooses not to.
I'm fine. I die.
Okay,
I can't do more trauma.
Do I
I'll
have to make a
take
self-control
three
roll?
trauma
What's causing a
because I
self-control roll? I don't know.
You succeeded your awareness roll.
Yes,
Mhm.
I did
Yeah,
succeed my
so-
awareness roll. Do I then have to make a
So-
self-control roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because succeeding the awareness means you see the thing that you have to have self-control over.
Yes, I just
you have to
didn't-
resist the
wasn't
self-control.
told that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So yeah, it's 3 to trauma, because it doesn't notice you, but you see what is commonly known as the ganglia aberrant. Just sort of like roll past the like control, like I'm imagining the studio has like a window that looks out to the hallway, and you 3 just see it roll by.
Yeah,
What
we
did
like
it
look at each
like?
other. What was that? So we just saw like a shape roll past the window.
Mhm.
What is the gang? What does this?
Yeah,
thing
I don't know what
look
it,
like?
if we know the
The-
name ganglia, I don't know.
The ganglia is again, it is the rat king of zombies.
Oh.
Bunch of zombies glued together.
Yeah, it's a bunch of zombies glued together.
Page
Do you think you can trap it
455?
in your net?
It is too
455,
big
yeah.
to be trapped in the net.
Oh.
If it goes upstairs, maybe, but that's.
Is there a second floor here? I see
No.
some stairs here, but they might.
Oh, come on. Fine, I have the net with. There's
You
a
could have
lot
set up the net at the entrance if you wanted to.
Yeah, it would probably damage it and get caught in it, but it wouldn't do much.
It's more a matter of somewhere where it was going to be stopping us, but the front door is going to stop us.
Oh, there's ganglia art on page 164.
I shouldn't
this
have
is-
read this description of ganglia. Jesus Christ, we're fucked here.
I'm looking. I'm
Um,
going.
They're
This is a bad
faster than
idea.
vectors.
They're faster than vectors.
Okay, it's a giant bowling ball. Of
It's
Monstrosity.
because they work in unison, so they literally all crawl at the same time.
Headshots required called shots. Severing the sinews that put them together requires explosives.
Well, at least. Do we get out of here and stealth our way out, or do we?
we got to
There's
Hall.
3 more ridiculously.
We could just go to the roof, grab the solar panels, which might be safe because they're on the roof, and leave.
Where is the rest of the hall? Are they all together, or is it spread out?
No, I think I said you guys got 2 hall in here, so there's 3 hall somewhere else.
Mhm.
You know what rooms they're in, so
Are they together or separate? Is
they're
basically-
separate.
Oh, and each
So
each
it would
is
be
one individual hall. We could split up, and then only one of us dies while the rest run out with the hall.
For 31 hull, I would take the
33.
33 hull. That's amazing.
You want to do one more?
You want to go for
If
one
it's
more.
just stealth rolls, pour in rations, and keep rolling, I'd say.
But only one of us needs to go, and it's the more of us there are, the more likely that one of us will fail a stealth roll. So we actually might want to have our stealth experts go in without us.
You want to go for one more
course
with
you
the
do.
grenade launcher?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm no help in a fight, anyways. You know that.
So I think
You're not
if
missing
people
So
much.
get
want,
out with this stuff. I guess you're still gonna have to do one stealth to get out of here. I'm just assuming each extra one is going to be an extra stealth roll.
because you know where they are thanks to the cameras.
Yeah.
All right, while
Um,
everyone's arguing about it, Jack's just gonna walk off and get some more. So
I'm
here's
going to
my
go get
stealth
some more
roll.
too.
That's a stealth roll. That's a success.
So what's I think to figure out how much like hull you could hold on your person.
It's equal to your
It's
strength.
Your strength.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah, I can grab one hull, which is
Okay.
fine with me.
How much
And
can you
I'm
take,
doing the
Pastel?
same.
I'm not going to get any more now, but I do have.
No, but if you're carrying it out.
Oh, I have my drone with me, so I was just gonna, and they have stealth servos, so I was just gonna pilot
Oh.
them.
Okay.
But
What
I
are
do.
stealth servos?
It means they aren't
more than
loud.
I'm
They don't make any
Okay.
additional noise.
Okay.
I do have 2 strength if I need to carry it out as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we just stealth out of there.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Well,
Are we going to get the last one?
You guys can go get the last one.
I'm not.
We will. Rain and I are not the fighter people or the
Or the
stealthy
stu-
people. We're the everything else people.
so
Alright, so-
there's 3 more hull in there. You guys have 2 hull.
We just
We
picked
have-
up 2 more hull. Both
Yeah, we
of
did
us
2
split
stealth
up
rolls to
and-
get the other
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2.
So there's
So now
one
there's
more.
one more.
Now there's 1 left.
A bad roll here. I'll roll for it. I'm going to go for it.
So you
I'll
come
give
back
you
to
a-
us and drop it
I'll
off.
give you a bowl of
because you can
stealth
only
Well,
do
if
one
you
at a
just-
time, right?
I'm not coming back to you. I'm just.
You can hold
getting
2.
to the next
Okay.
one. Yeah, I can hold 2.
Okay, if you could hold 2, then that means okay. Yeah, so roll 1 more stealth.
I have shared
then-
my stealthios with you. Oh,
Success.
you got it. Okay, cool.
And I'm using my adaptations to refill my rations too.
Okay.
We have actually a spare
I've
ration
got-
refill already because we looted one.
That's fine. I have 3 adaptation. That's what I'm.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we all now do our stealth roll to get out of said building, unless we want to go for the roof. But at this point, we got all of the broadcasting.
We have more carrying capacity.
How much
so
more?
We
So
have
how much
our
is the-
combined. So
Solar panels work.
what's our strength? Everyone say your strength.
2
One.
when I'm carrying it.
1.
I have 2. So 2, 2, 1, 1. Plus 4 from
Solar
the
panels will
donkey.
be worth 9.
Plus 4 from the donkey and 2 from the cart. We have a combined 12 hull capacity.
Yeah.
We
and
have
1 snake venom.
1 snake venom, 3 medical supplies, and 5 broadcasting equipment. So we have 9 out of
9.
12. We can hold 3 more hull.
And a
That's a
solar
pretty good
panel is
roll
1
for
hull
solar
apiece,
panels.
or more?
I
than
think
that?
just 1 hull for all of them.
1 hull for okay.
Okay.
1 hull for 9 bounty. I don't think
I
that's
mean,
worth it. I just did the math. If we go home now, we gain 190 bounty.
Yeah, not worth it. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
leave.
Okay.
Well, you
Okay.
still need a stealth check to get out of there.
I know.
Yep. Okay.
I'm spending rations to.
This
Are
is
you
the
allowed to spend a full 10 rations to guarantee the roll will succeed?
Well, it
think
doesn't
that's
even
part of the
guarantee it.
intent.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I spend will.
You spend well.
You can spend will, yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to spend the
Actually,
remaining.
good point. There is will, and there's nothing else to do this session.
Yeah.
I think even if I offered you this, you wouldn't take it, but I'll offer it anyway. C4, your Ubix specs light up, and a little chat box opens, and
Okay.
it just says, like their like name tag is O, and it says, "Get me footage of that ganglia."
Why do I always want to make things harder for myself? I am carrying.
Meanwhile, we've all left already.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
out.
we're like-
carrying 66 bounty. I feel rich. Forget you.
We're organizing the cart as we speak.
Hmm.
So you're saying no?
Yeah, I'm saying no if I happen upon it on the way out.
Does that
Or-
mean that
Fail a stealth roll.
Does that mean that various unnamed shadowy persons are constantly looking through your video feed?
Yes.
Yeah, no. She
Awesome.
is a
Is
walking
this something that your
leaf.
character would have been aware of, or not?
No.
Grow self-control for me.
Sure, I'm just gonna press the button on the stealth first.
Whew.
Okay, good. I got out. As for the self-control,
you,
I'm going to use
rations.
said Ubix specs to buff the self-control roll.
Is that for stuff that you see? Like, what does it say for that?
Plus
'Cause
2 to self-control.
In
It
general.
just says +2 to self-control.
when you use it. I think so.
Little needles go
Uh,
into your brain and jolt you with self-control energy.
You need to distract
Dopamine.
yourself from
Direct
the trauma
dopamine.
or the stress is what this might be with
I'm trying
It-
to find
the
the
internet.
text.
Yeah, it plays pictures of puppies to palate cleanse you.
Eye bleach mode.
Like, it just crudely pastes on, like, sensor bars.
Okay, I'm gonna make the roll.
Mosaics
I'll
out
see
the
if there's a
zombies.
problem
Mhm.
afterwards.
Okay.
You're fine.
Success.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay. I don't know what to do now because that went way better than
Yeah,
ever should have.
that was
Play the rules of the game.
walking
Mhm.
death is what we narrowly avoided. Rolling death, but yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I know they want us to fight it, but why would we?
yeah.
I don't know if they want us to fight it. The
Yes,
game.
they do.
Okay.
It's mostly guns and armor and hitboxes.
That's fair. Well, I guess it's time for bookkeeping, is what my guess
Yeah.
would be,
Yeah,
and
math.
maybe talking about our
Football
next job
math.
for next session.
Maybe.
Bounty.
Yeah, I mean, you guys might have just got enough bounty to retire. Like, I don't know what happened.
Honestly,
Let me
we
double
could-
check the math. 5 from our nice camouflage cloth. 3 from our snake venom makes 8. Skipping, not counting selling the rifle, the rations, the ammo, medical supplies. 4 bounty per haul, 3 haul, so 12. Plus the 8 means 20. The 5 bounty like flat that we got, 25. And then 5 times 33 is 165, making a combined 190 bounty.
There's also the rations, which sell.
Start with
Was it
that,
a
we can
rations
worry about
item or a
selling
rations
later.
refresh? I guess they'd be
It
the
It was
same.
a
rations
refresh.
Yeah. We don't need to. We can worry about selling later.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll worry about that
Focus
later.
on this part.
Either
Um,
way,
So that divided by 4, 47.5 bounty. How much is it to retire?
60.
We're not out of the game yet.
No.
But that's ridiculous.
I mean, I personally, because I'm this way, I want to take that 47 bounty and just
Dump it
invest
into
in
character
my stats.
Yeah.
Invest in your
I think
stats.
I might be the only character who actually wants to retire. I'm not sure.
I did want to retire when I thought I could
wonderful
summon a
to stick
god,
on
but
stats.
apparently that's not how this world works.
You could become a god if you want.
Yeah,
So-
just become a vector and become a ganglia like those things, and yeah.
I vote that Indigo should be one of the 2 people to take 47 instead of 48 because he got a cart.
Last time I didn't do the whole thing.
Mhm. Oh yeah, you got to redo whatever gear you're taking. Now add it to your upkeep
Mhm.
because if you're keeping it
Yeah,
up,
if whatever you're keeping, if you intend to sell it, then you don't have to.
yeah.
I'm upping mine by 2 because I'm keeping the cart.
Do I want to keep the assault rifle or my hunting rifle?
Actually, can I sell my bike? Swap it out
Yeah.
for the cart?
Yeah, if you want.
Whichever one you're not keeping, What are the upkeeps on those 2 rifles?
Bicycle's a 2.
Hunting rifle is a 2, assault rifle's a 3.
Can they both
But the
be
hunting
spent?
rifle's nice. I'd have to check on the hunting rifle. I don't think so on the hunting rifle.
Here, I could check I have Veblen open because I think that's where it's from.
I'll take 48 if that's
Um,
okay, since I have the highest upkeep.
But the nice
I
part
don't-
about the hunting rifle is it's accurate. It's a +1 to shoot.
For me, I'm just looking for something that my 2 options are get in melee with a net, spend time to set up the net, or there's nothing quiet. So we're going full on into combat or not, and I'm not really
Yeah.
sure. I'm looking for an in-between option that doesn't cost me an arm and a leg, because that's what the grenade launcher costs.
Yeah, hunting rifle doesn't have a silenced upgrade.
You could buy that for 1 bounty though, and sell the other one if you wanted to.
You buy for double the upkeep cost.
Not upgrades, I mean.
No, but the hunting rifle doesn't have a
Yeah,
silencer
you
upgrade.
can't silence a hunting rifle.
Oh, I thought it was just a regular rifle. I didn't realize it was
No.
a different item.
So whatever you do with it, that's up to you. That's my 2 cents of where I'm at.
If you I will take whichever weapon you don't, since I'm basically useless in a fight because I don't want to fire my pistol that's
Sure.
loud.
That is 2 people who have just said, we'll
Oh,
take whatever weapon
okay.
you don't.
Yeah.
Then you take it.
So-
You're a better shooter. I'll just upgrade my pistol to not be loud anymore.
You can have a silencer on your pistol?
I don't know. Let me look. I didn't look.
I
I
think,
think
so.
so.
I'm like 99% sure you can.
Yes.
All
What's
right, yeah,
short
take
range
one.
versus mid range? Because I can also upgrade it to be that.
We run into the range band problem again, where it says like it doesn't say specifically how much. It's just like
Okay.
very
fine.
vague. So
We didn't use any references.
Yeah, okay, so your 2 stealth people who came out with all the stuff got the 47 as opposed to the 48.
Okay, so then Rain, you got a 48.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna spend some time upgrading some of my stuff because I think I don't want to buy anything.
Do we want to set up the next job and do the upgrading?
Yeah, we can do that now.
between
We can do
sessions?
upgrading between sessions if we want to.
yeah,
Selling stuff. If there's anything we want to sell, we have the machete. I don't know if refresh for rations or ammo are worth anything at all. Okay,
no.
then
Can we hold on to those though, or do they go?
I think
do
they
they
might
go
go
bad?
away. It might just be for this.
I think they go away.
Okay.
Then yeah, Rain. Do we want to sell the machete that I think?
Yeah, I'll sell the
you had?
machete and my old bicycle, because I'm swapping it out
Yeah.
for the cart that I'm upgrading. So what is that, networking?
Yeah, 2 networking tests. Yeah, so double price for whatever the bike or the machete. You choose which one.
Oh, the bike, 'cause that's 4.
Okay.
But I
And then I
failed the
think
machete.
I think a failure is just base price.
So 1 for the machete.
Yeah.
So I give someone 1. Someone takes 1 bounty.
Hand it
Upkeep
off
is 2
to-
for the machete.
No, someone else takes
Oh.
2 machete bounty.
Hand it off to Magic.
Okay.
How much does it cost to upgrade a stat?
Equal to the
a
new
s-
number. Bounty equal to the new number, I believe. Or do you mean
No.
like a
A stat is take
10.
that and add a 0 at it.
Yeah, 10 times the new number.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not. It's 10 times the new number. I thought it was just straight up 10.
No, so I think it's 10 if you're going from 1 to 2, and I think it's 20 if you're going from 2 to 3, but I'll double check.
Yeah,
Times the original number.
because that means it would be impossible to get to 5. Well, nearly. It would cost the exact same thing as retiring.
Yeah, I guess
Character
it's a good thing to check.
advancement.
What's that page?
I'm looking for it right now. Character advancement. To the beginning of it is 214, I think.
There we go.
No, keep going.
Milestones, papers, votes, safe house.
What? Some
Goals.
cremates. It's not there. Oh, it's probably going to be in character creation because it'll tell you.
And then how do I move stuff into savings? I can just do it.
Each additional point of potential costs 10 bounty each.
Okay,
Okay.
How do you move stuff into savings? You just do it.
you just do it. It's just once you put it there, to take it out is a self-control stress check.
I put 20 into my bounty, or into my savings.
Mhm.
What was the first step that you then completed for that? Because I think we made that retirement plan, didn't we?
Find the ritual.
Oh, okay. You find the ritual. Yeah. So who who do you pay 20 bounty to give you the ritual to summon Dagon, or do you spend 20 bounty to find it yourself?
20 bounty in research materials to perform a seance where the ritual is revealed to us.
Mm. Is this ritual revealed over a Wi-Fi connection or?
No,
No,
more,
Okay.
it's
more in
basically
our
20 bounty and
dreams.
mescaline.
Yeah.
Holy herbs.
Yeah, you take a bunch of drugs, and it is revealed to you the the way to summon Dagon, like what the ritual requires.
Yes. So I lose the 20 savings and like check that off?
Um,
Or do I just keep it in the savings for reference?
you just keep it in the savings for reference, so we know.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so a lot of bounty to work with here.
Because I think technically with the normal retirement plan, it's like you find someone to get you papers, but they hold them until you pay them when you go over, right?
Yeah.
So this is just you going like, oh, I have the ritual, and the cost of the ritual is going to add on to like the materials required, essentially.
Yeah.
What's everyone else doing?
I think I'm gonna spend also 20 bounty for the first step for my
Yeah, that's the best plan, I think. Just
Mhm.
start cranking away at it.
yeah.
Did
So for
we
me,
figure out
I'm
what it was?
Hmm?
Please go ahead.
so I think as far as I'm aware, I'm the only one who wants to retire like a normal person in terms of just get over the wall and escape the life here.
Mhm.
So I think I'm just gonna yes. The first step you said was like getting the papers arranged that they're there when you
I
go over.
believe so.
Okay.
Let me double check that real quick.
I think my milestone would be spending a bunch of money to get the painting I made, along with like a letter of why it's important, and basically using that painting alongside and as part of like college admission, like that art school I wanted to get into and couldn't.
Mhm.
I'm reapplying, basically.
Yeah. So,
Trying to get a student visa from
Yeah,
Zombieland?
yeah, basically.
Cool.
well, it's less like a student visa and more they say you've been studying there, so you've been over the wall since
Right,
then, right?
yeah.
It's
They
it's
say
like
that
forging
I
the
was just
documents that.
and this is probably
Basically a
not that
student
uncommon.
visa.
Yeah.
So yeah, they say I was just there on a field trip for art and
Mhm.
inspiration and stuff.
Um. Yeah. So you work with requires working with a valet or other criminal faction to secure forged papers. So you probably go to the art the art criminals.
Yeah,
Art department
They're-
at the
Mhm.
university that is vastly underfunded.
yeah,
Mhm.
and desperate.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't do real names yet, but
No,
he goes by Van Gogh.
of course.
Yeah. So you
He only
set up.
listens half the time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I go by Pastel anyways. I just keep that code name because then it's consistent.
Hmm. Yeah. So he assures you he could get you papers, for you and whoever else you're bringing over.
Okay.
Um, because it's in one ear, out the other. No, Van Gogh didn't. Yeah, I thought that was a funny joke.
Oh. Uh.
Um, but yeah, and then the next step for you would be get a safe house. I think, Indigo. I think your next step is,
Air the grounds.
yeah, prepare the crowds.
Can
Yep.
I change my retirement plan? Is that a thing that you can do?
Yeah, because
Yes.
I think
It
yours
would
just
reset
costs-
progress on it, but you haven't made any, so.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
resets progress, but I think you also had to roll for like trauma or something.
I don't think because.
Well, it still fits with staying here. I want to be a team owner in rocket football.
Oh, okay, for sure. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yep, start your own rocket football team.
Yeah. And I think it goes equipment, people, and sponsors. Like, you know.
You want to live the good life, not having to work again because you're
Mhm.
rocket football team, and your illegal betting makes you all the money.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So just so I know, what would the safe house be? The safe house would be like the place that they would meet me at once I secure it.
It says, let's see here. Takers and their dependents need a place to stay while they get on their feet in the recession. So it's a place
so
that
I
you
need
hunker down
I need to
once you're
get
over there.
I need to find a place to stay once I'm there. So
Yeah.
remote look for a rental
Getting past
remotely.
like the dorm approval.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Once a
Yeah.
milestone is reached, the character's next vignette is dedicated to role-playing.
Oh,
Okay.
Page 216.
okay.
The next vignette is we like magic
Um,
frogs.
Milestone. I'm not going to spell this right. Vignettes. Thank you, auto correct. For and
Each additional point of potential costs 10 bounty each, so it is not
Yeah.
multiplied.
hmm
Okay. Scouring the rules.
Should just start spending 10 to refresh to pump my will up to ungodly measures.
You said each additional step costs 10 bounty after the first?
No, it's just so it's 10 bounty to increase your potential by 1.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
I think there's a cap though. I don't think you can have like 10 will or
I
something.
think it's 5.
Yeah.
Even 5 will is pretty outrageous.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the
Since
thing?
I was gonna say if we're spending our bounty for the most part in between sessions, then during the session, do you want to talk about the next job? Because I think I'm interested in another service job since that's more story focused. Though I liked this one.
hmm
I like the idea of alternating between the two.
Yeah. So I have a couple. Are you looking for a service job that is like a job line or just a one-off?
I mean, job lines
I
sound
mean,
fun.
we're pretty dedicated to this Rocket League football thing.
hmm I think I have ideas for 2 jobs for next session. One could be Rocket League related. The other could be hey, Agent C4, you fucked us over. We told you to do a thing. Now do this thing instead.
I'm happy with either of those because I have not had a chance to.
I want to
Oh
come
my
back to the Rocket League after we've seen other stuff, so that we can
Mhm.
return to the escapist, ridiculous absurdism of Rocket Football as a palate cleanser.
Yeah,
Then yeah, I'm good with that.
you're good with coerced contract job.
Yep.
Indigo and Zen, you're good with that
I
too?
look forward to trying to,
Yeah,
sell
that's
back to
fine.
the team.
Yeah.
Sure, as long as there's not a crazy asshole with a rifle at the end of this one, I'm good.
Listen, that guy
speaking
was
of
a
which,
real good shot.
are we able to we get back to the thing? Let's use up any first aid spends before we get back.
I don't think anybody got hurt.
I don't think
Only
anyone
my
got
I am
soul.
hurt.
I mean, I still
Okay,
had.
then I'm doing it for me if anyone doesn't object, because I have kill from last job.
I can do
So
it
did I,
for
but
you,
I
yeah.
just spent the 1 bounty because I could and just got rid of it.
Do you have
I
kill
don't have
damage
it.
still?
I have kill damage still, yeah.
Okay.
Just 3 on the body, not a lot, but I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, we have first aid with refreshes.
Then
Yeah, sure. I'll let you go for
don't
that.
anymore. I healed
Sweet, thank you.
2 of it or 3 of it. I don't know which number.
I think it's each roll the natural black, so I think you heal
I heal 1 of it.
1, which will go away
Which
once
when
you
you get
rest
back,
the
it
1
goes
stun.
from kill to stun and then 0. So.
Yeah.
Or just add extra charges on that roll and use, 10.
Oh. Yeah, I would have used all the charges on that roll. You're right.
We use enough
No,
charges
the
to
charges
make
won't matter because it's the natural black.
I think it's the natural black, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the charges only matter for success.
They don't matter for how much is healed.
Wait, that was. I think we were doing it differently last time.
Were
but
we
that's
doing
fine.
it differently?
Yeah, because we. healed
Yeah,
a
I think we
ton
did take it
of,
differently last time. We didn't.
Uh,
yeah.
Oh wait, I'm the one with the first aid kit. Let me just read that. First aid check. Extra charges add bonuses to a check. Every point of black. Extra charges add bonuses to a check, and it does not explain that.
yeah.
Every point of black can reduce a box kill, but it doesn't say natural black anywhere. So I think.
Every
Yeah.
point of black might be either then. It might not be natural then
I-
first aid.
I think it is you spending the charges helps too, I think, because when it says natural, like it'll point
It'll
out
say
natural
natural.
black, but
Yeah.
really with how the book is, I don't know if they mean one or the other.
I'm gonna say we're healed.
Yeah, I'll say you're healed.
Okay. We just dump the entire content of the bag on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw the med kit and then you're fixed.
Yeah, it's like a video game. You just pick it
Yeah.
up and it disappears, vanishes, and you're healed.
There's no empty band-aid wrappers or anything.
Nope.
Okay, so do you want the option of another contract other than the DHQS one, or do you? Because I don't want to, like, as a GM, like, force you guys to do a job. I just want there to be consequences. If you
We're
don't
still
do
going to
that
be
one.
negotiating with them and stuff, right?
Yeah, you'll still negotiate with them. They just want you to do it. They're
I think we
not
just
like,
do
do
that
this
job.
for free.
Does this mean that I have to be doing the negotiating?
Or
No,
you would
you
lie
could
to us
just-
and tell us like, yeah, they don't know who I am. I'm no one. They just, I randomly found this quest for the for the
Yeah,
this
Yeah.
horrible
that's
organization.
totally feasible to go, hey, I got a line on a job,
Yeah, it is.
but it's with the government, right?
Beautiful.
Or you could just not say that. You could just say, I got a line on a job.
I'll see how well that goes, and if we roleplay it, it'll be a lot more fun than rolling my 0 in any kind of charisma skill.
Okay.
Yeah.
And assuming I don't up those in between sessions.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I upped a bunch of skills.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not
most of the
against
rest of the
another
money.
option for a job in case we decide to walk away, with C4's permission. In case we end up having a terrible negotiation.
Yeah. I do still have that other job you guys didn't do. Just ready.
Okay, let's have that as the backup job then, whatever
Okay.
it is.
Also, how many dogs does it take to pull a cart?
Do you
Probably
have
like
animal handling as a skill?
4 if they're normal sized.
How many
mean,
cultists does it take to pull a cart?
It takes one upkeep for a donkey to pull a cart, or one
Yeah.
one upgrade rather.
One upgrade for a donkey to pull a cart. That's true.
Yeah, I got the pulling it upgrade, like the harness it. But I figure you could harness it to a cultist too.
Yeah, you could.
You technically could,
I don't
but
think we can have hirelings.
But,
there's
I mean,
no
that-
hireling
But
rules.
that gives him a use for his cultist role skills.
So-
Like he's
can I
in the
find a
back of the cart
supplicant?
whipping
Listen,
Barney.
I had the nearly useless artist skill. You have the nearly useless cultist skill. It's fine.
I think it does say those skills are nearly useless, except in those cases where they are not, then they are very good.
Yeah, it does.
I roll to acquire supplicant. I need a
Listen,
neophyte to pull the
If
cart.
we ever do a chasing adventure game, it has literally multiple types of supplicants and rules for having an angry mob.
I think if you ever run into alive believers, quote unquote, your cult will work because they're basically cults. So anything related to those people, you could use that
Also
cult
gonna
skill.
try to use
That
it
makes
A on
sense.
everything, and
I know.
B anytime we run into a living person out there.
That is fair.
Hmm.
Just know I will tell you no a lot.
Can a falcon pull a
If
cart?
someone
How
hits
many
me,
falcons,
cannot pull
how
a
many
cart.
falcons do I
Oh.
need?
A whole flock of falcons.
And even then, I can't imagine that
No.
picture.
What were you gonna say,
I
Spence?
was going to ask if it was possible to shift a hit location on yourself from an attack against you.
For a will, I think, yeah.
But also I can spend a will to avoid it if I roll to have it miss, right?
I think so, but I think with a crit, you could choose.
I can spend one will to lower to a failure and one will to shift where it is. What do we have that would work, right?
Right. Well, if it's if you crit fail, right, for an attack on you, you could spend a will to make that a normal failure, and then you could spend a will to change where the location is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just looking at my armor and if I want to upgrade it and how. Because I can upgrade my helmet to have a face mask, so I'm not at risk of infection from bites to the head.
See, there's
But
technically
that's
the
still a
ability
1 in 10 chance of it hitting my head, and an everything else chance of it hitting my body.
Yeah. Well, if you take kill damage to the head and fill it up, you die.
Yeah, but I have a helmet on already. It already does
Yeah.
that.
hmm
It's just how much is the face mask part useful specifically. But I think I might just go all in on my existing items.
And
That's
we're
what I'm
allowed
doing.
to save bounty, like
Yeah.
Okay, our next job is not going to be that worth it. Therefore,
I will
we're,
probably be saving some. I'm not really going much on skills. That's the
Yeah.
big thing.
We didn't do because I don't like the rule because it's just so much more bookkeeping.
Yeah.
Is like you
the
have to
budgeting
plan
rule,
out
right?
the budgeting rule where you
Mhm.
budget like here's how much I'm going to spend on healing myself. Here's how much I'm going to spend on this and that. And then if you like have extra left over, you just go, looks like I'm buying blow, right? Like looks like I'm spending
Yeah.
it on hookers and drugs or whatever.
Because
Not how budgets
inability to
work.
be financially responsible is
Hmm.
what that
Profit
rule is.
equals intoxication and
But like, if
hedonism.
someone
Unplanned profit.
yeah, if someone with like a normal human budget, like if I have extra money at the end of the month, I don't immediately buy a bunch of drugs. It just like
And you
stays
call
in my
yourself
bank
an
account.
American? What the hell
It
is
just
wrong with you?
stays-
That
my-
money
my-
has to go back into the economy.
Listen, that's because you're a responsible person.
It just stays in my bank account till next month.
No, you
But
spend it all, and then you get a credit card.
Mhm.
there are definitely people who do the second option too. And I'm imagining in a zombie apocalypse where you go, man, I just went out there and I made a lot of money, but I didn't plan on making this much money. I'm going to numb the pain.
I mean, you're right. I agree with the logic you're using,
Mm,
but the game's built around retiring from that job, so you
Yeah.
have a motivation to save.
yeah.
Yep. It's. I mean, I
It's
will be
weird.
saving some. I already spent 20 on my retirement.
We'll talk
I'm-
about it.
I'm down to 12 bounty.
Down to 6.
I am not doing this in the middle of a session because I
Mhm.
have fiddly stuff to do.
Well, I just kind of
Um,
randomly tick stuff up. You know what? That looks good. Then spent the money on it.
I put a bunch of money into my assault rifle upgrades, and
I'm
That
upgrading
makes
my
me the-
binoculars with to be super fancy.
Does that make me the group's min-maxer?
I mean,
uh-huh.
gear is a different type of min-maxing, I guess.
Mhm.
I mean, I brought some skills up too.
Yeah.
My athletics is now at 3. My park ranger is now at 2 because I felt it
Why
was
not?
useless at 1.
Okay, yeah. Is there anything else we need to talk about, or do we want to have an offline chat?
I think we might be done early for once. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we might be done
Yeah.
early. We
I-
did the. We can't play the game anymore. We finished the.
We finished according to the rules of the game. We are done the session.
Do we want to, speaking of that session, throw out the time limits and just say a session lasts as long as it lasts, so that
Or a
we're
job.
not worrying.
But
and
then we don't end the session right
stressing
now.
to get
Yes,
through
that's
this.
fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. The only thing I would worry about is
You're planning?
my planning. Yeah.
I highly
Because-
doubt we would do more than one job, other than maybe a couple legs in the session.
Mhm.
I don't think we need to be doing 2 jobs in a session.
It's
But
more like
if the
multiple
job doesn't
sessions for
get-
one job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no,
that's
no,
the
I
part
know
that
that.
I'm fine with. Okay.
Yeah, like
And I assume in that case, if we're keeping the rules, like nothing refreshes, adaptation,
Yeah,
it's
we're
not
still in the
refresh
same-
between-
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
it
take a
would be.
pause between the session is what we
Yeah.
do, and not the
But it
session
means
still.
we don't have to rush through the legs and can actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cat, what are you doing? She's being weird. Okay. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I think the weird part for me would be like, let's say we end the session near the end of a job, and then it takes like an hour to do the rest of that job, and it's like, do we go right into the next job? Like,
And for 15 minutes ahead of time so that we can map out what the next session's going to look like. Knowing that this job is going to be over pretty quick.
Yeah, that might be
Yeah,
the
we'll just keep it in
solution.
mind as to how.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
But for this session, I think we're still done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We will. Are we available next week? We're not available in 2 weeks. But
I think we had a
someone.
bunch of slew of we can't do things.
I didn't
don't
think.
know
I thought
Um,
someone was
yeah.
available next week.
Yeah, I'm up in the air right now. It's Easter, and I've got
Right.
family dinner that
Yeah.
night. I don't know when it's going to be over.
Okay.
So
So we
Right.
will be back either next week or in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or, well, because I think after that I'm gonna be out for 2 weeks.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll
We'll
get
be
the
back
date.
We
when
will
we can
figure
be.
things out.
We'll be up in the air.
Okay.
There might
We'll
be
be
a
back
one
when we're
shot in the
back.
middle.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you for watching.